Life moves fast, and so does your career. You've built a successful path, but now it's time to diversify your investments and secure your financial future. Introducing The Prestige, your trustworthy, vetted partner in commercial real estate investing. We understand that you're time-starved with a family to care for and a demanding career to navigate. Not only sheltering, but safely multiplying your returns in a hard asset, which does not walk away. You can drive by it anytime. At The Prestige, we specialize in serving professionals like you who seek safe and secure investments without the burden of becoming an expert in commercial real estate. With over 400 years of combined experience, our team of seasoned experts is here to guide you towards high return, high yield investments in a low yield market. We meticulously analyze market trends, assess potential risks, and identify lucrative opportunities, ensuring your investment portfolio is optimized for growth and stability. Here's a few of our client testimonials. Wow, DL, this is so exciting. I'm so happy for you and for us. Very exciting, and love the floor plans. We've got our distribution pending in our bank account. Thank you so much, DL. DL, we can set our watch to your distributions. Never missed a payment. Don't let time constraints hold you back from maximizing your investments. Visit The Prestige at mayhill.com today for our current and rare investment opportunity, and let us leverage our expertise to secure your future. DL began in commercial real estate in 2005 and is one of the top seasoned leaders in investing and developing in Southern California and Dallas, Texas. And there is no slowing down. The Prestige, your partner in commercial real estate investing.
And we are Honors Way Group, and thank you for giving us your energy tonight and your attention. I have Warren Ellis with me, and he is our Director of Development Services. He has 30 years in planning in two big cities, Tampa and Dallas. So we're going to talk to you today about a lot of good experience. Our team has 400 plus years of experience in commercial real estate and construction. And so you need to vet the deal, and you need to vet the management team, vet the horse and the jockey, right? So we're going to be talking about that. So here's a short list. I'm sure you can all read very well from the back especially, but it does list a lot of the properties that I have transacted, and over my career of 20 years in commercial real estate, it ends up to be $350 million and over 10 million square feet. So good experience there. Our co-developer is Kobe Hanai, and he has 30 years of development experience. He has transacted over 1,500 townhomes built, and he has a lot of commercial real estate in multifamily rehabs. And then, Warren, would you like to give an introduction of yourself?
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Warren Ellis, like DL said. I have a little over 30 years of experience of planning. Just a little background that I have a degree in architecture from the University of Florida, go Gators. I wanted to become an architect when after I graduated. I worked for a small architectural firm in the mid-'80s, and all of a sudden the recession hit. I lost my job, and then planning. I was employed with a planning agency in Tampa, and that's how my career started. Worked in various disciplines of planning in terms of urban design, comprehensive planning. Worked for them for a while before moving to Dallas, where I spent 24 years working in neighborhood planning as well as zoning, where I basically reviewed various developers' developments. They wanted to make recommendations to approve or deny in front of the City Planning Commission. Make sure the development goes forward or not. And then fast forward to 2018, I retired from the city of Dallas. A few years later, I came on board with Ms. Campbell in terms of Honors Way Group as Development Services Director. We're basically in the front end of development, where I specialize in terms of land entitlements, as well as working with the various vendors that we have, as well as our team, to make sure that development starts very well and very smoothly. I also interject we work with, in terms of our sites, about a 23-acre site. Has a lot of problems with it in terms of what we do, in terms of we have to pivot. For example, we had some easement problems in terms of where we wanted our stormwater easement to go. So we had to make a pivot. So therefore, in terms of doing that, we worked with our engineers as well as architects, where we had to basically do a detention pond for that flow, because we could not access the adjacent properties. They weren't very amenable in terms of what we wanted to do with our project. In addition to that, we have about 12 to 15 utilities on our site. So that's a lot of utilities. So therefore, we had to pivot in terms of working with the various utility companies, in terms of the design of underground utilities. So we worked with 2 or 3 utility companies, look at design, talk to them where they're going to bury the utilities, so we make sure that development is well designed, that none of the utilities will be seen that they're underground. So therefore, there's some of the things that we have to do in terms of pivoting. In addition to that, as we move forward with working with our architects as well as our civils, we found out that we wanted to eliminate 2 of our underground parking spaces. That allowed us to save a cost savings of over $2 million. So we had to pivot, do redesign, work with our civils as well as architects in terms of doing the grading, so we can resubmit to the city so they can get it approved, so we can move forward with that. So that's one of the things, or overall scope of what I do in terms of development services, in terms of making sure the front end of the development of the project is well taken care of, so we can move to the verticals. In addition to that, if there's any other issues or concerns or that Ms. Campbell would like for me to resolve or to assist with the team, for example, that she'll provide that information to me. For example, we're working with our interior designers as well as our renderers in terms of developing the space of the multifamily, as well as with the condos that's going to be on site. As we go through the presentation, you'll see some renderings of our amenities buildings that we work closely with our interior designers in terms of space, in terms of how it's being designed, and you'll see how it's going to look for multifamily as well as for condo units.
That's right. And we actually met premier interior designer through Neil at one of these Djibouti conferences, so that was very handy. We appreciate that. So Warren will be able to go through the renderings and the architectural. So I think the most important slide is up right now. What is your client's why? Your client's why? Is it more time with their family? We just need to focus on them, right? Their goals, their dreams. And you need to focus on their goals, their dreams, until you get that eye roll. You know, it's going to be a 60-second silence, 60 seconds of silence and uncomfortable, but until you get that eye roll, they haven't internalized it. We do have training for advisors. If you go to honorsyoutube.com, we do have training, because a lot of people will have an economics degree or a finance degree. They have a siloed degree and experience. And commercial real estate is a different animal. We have a different nomenclature. We have different due diligence, and we help people. We have a seminar coming up on the 3rd week of October on how to do your first commercial real estate deal. We want them to ask the hard questions. Hey, DL, have you ever declared bankruptcy? You know, if you're a client, wouldn't you want to know that? Well, no, I can't sign on these multi-million-dollar loans if I had declared bankruptcy. You know, we get serious with people. Have you ever lost people's money? No, in 20 years of commercial real estate, I've never lost investor money, even to my detriment. So we ask people, we give you training, we help out. So here's our team that we talked about a little bit. My first project was 16 doors. Humble beginnings. I forced 80% vacancy. I re-tenanted, I did the remodel, did the up and down the painting with the guys, and we re-tenanted the first year, doubled the property value in the first year. And I've done evaluations of industrial, worked on flipping shopping centers, so not flipping single families, but flipping large commercial. This is a shopping center in Plano and a large industrial portfolio, mixed use. We have finished 22 North in Austin, 240 units on 11 acres, built in 2018 and sold in 2021 for a profit of $22 million. Through the pandemic, we did not have the rent moratorium to deal with. I only saw rent specials one time in the Austin property. Current property, Fund 3, is the vertical fund for the Prestige at Mayhill. You've heard about this property. We have our building permit for 226 units, and 120 units are coming right behind that. We're offering 2 options. Class A is up to 3 times return with the waterfall, so the deal literally attracts investors to itself, up to 3 times return with collateral. And Class B is 13% for 18 months, paid quarterly. Really good returns. So here's some renderings that Warren is going to speak to. The first is our leasing office of the apartments.
Yes, and as you can see here, that we have a leasing office as well as where the snacks are going to be. We met with our renders on numerous times, and they have. So you can see in terms of, this is the amenities building. So this is the gym basically where our tenants will have in terms of working out.
And also an influencer room, which Premier, our interior designer, had mentioned because they're familiar with this 30-something tenant type. It is a room where they can go in there and listen to a cheap sound system, pull some backdrops down and make their influencer videos, because our tenants will stay 5 to 6 years. We don't have that churn every year and a half. So our tenants stay 5 or 6 years. And that 30-something crowd, they're building their career. They're just paying their rent. That's what we want. Class A luxury, just pay your rent. So it's a cool thing from somebody we met at a Dubois conference.
This is where our renderings of our investors loft to stay with us in terms of our investors. They have a place that they want us to come to Dallas and just see the apartment as well as the amenities around it. We do have a space for them to stay rent-free.
Exactly. They can come and visit and fall in love with our properties.
And this is our sales office. Basically, you can see basically from our renderings what it still looks like. So we're very proud of what's going to be done at this particular site, and we're continuing to move forward with it.
So our next property we're very excited about a property that we own already, and it is 16 units of a condo mixed use, 30 condos on the top and 30 multifamily on the bottom. So we're going to infuse the property with cash by selling the condos and then have long-term income and appreciation from the multifamily, appreciation from the condos and HOA fees. So it's a beautiful mixed-use property, and we're very excited about that. This is 55 plus living, what do they call it, Warren? Active living? 55 plus active living.
Active living, assisted living or something.
Active living, okay. So find out about that.
And this is basically a rendering of what our pool and our common areas are for the rent, which you see, similar to our 22 North, where also the residents of the condos will have access to as well.
We've got the civil concept plan and got some sales comps for the condos, because you can't find a 2-by condo upscale in our area right here in the middle of Dallas. You just can't find it. So the top 2 comps make sense. The rest of the comps that are available are 15 years old. It's a good market, high demand.
And lastly, this is again some of the interiors in terms of where the mailboxes are and amenities spaces for multifamily as well as for our condos for 55 in there. Again, just a different perspective of the interior design layout.
We have this slide available for anybody who would like to get a hold of it. We've got one of the best GCs in the state of Texas. They are also licensed for HUD. We have our premier interior designer. We have the best civil in the state of Dallas, in the state of Texas. We have the best civil in the state of Texas, and just a strong, strong team. I'm an investor, but I had 30 years as an engineer, so very logic-driven, and 20 years as a commercial real estate investor, developer, owner. So we're not syndicators, we're owners. And if you'd like a copy of these slides or a commercial due diligence checklist, let us know, because we want you to be asking the hard questions. And if you don't have commercial in your background, then what questions do you ask? What questions do your investors ask as well? So we're going to end early. We're going to end with a great result and over-deliver and under-promise. So thank you, Neil, for having us.
Thank you, Neil.
Yes, sir.
After a lifetime of hard work and dedication, it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. As you enter into retirement, securing your nest egg and preserving your financial future becomes paramount. Not only sheltering, but safely multiplying your returns in a hard asset, which does not walk away. You can drive by it anytime. Introducing The Prestige, your trustworthy, vetted partner in commercial real estate investing. We understand that you seek less risk, financial security, and a reliable source of income. With over 400 years of combined experience and proven track records, The Prestige is your beacon of trust. We specialize in providing safe and secure investment opportunities tailored to your retirement goals. We know that you need to rely on experts to navigate the complexities of the market. That's why our team of seasoned experts is here to guide you every step of the way. Our collateral contracts have been approved 10 plus times by Quest IRA, which is under the SEC. Here are just a few of our client testimonials. Wow, DL, this is so exciting. I'm so happy for you and for us. Very exciting. Love the floor plans. We've got our distribution pending in our bank account. Thanks so much, DL. DL, we can set our watch to your distributions. Never missed a payment. Don't compromise on your retirement dreams. Visit The Prestige at mayhill.com today for our current and rare investment opportunities. And let us utilize our 400 plus years of experience to safeguard your nest egg and provide you with a secure investment in a low yield market. We are owner operators with daily hands-on on-site responsibilities. We are not syndicators. DL began in commercial real estate in 2005 and is one of the top seasoned leaders in investing and developing in Southern California and Dallas, Texas. And there is no slowing down. The Prestige, your trusted partner in commercial real estate investing for retirees.